Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to hang out with me a little bit and check the video out. Guys, today we're going to be talking about bass boats, and we're going to be talking about, in my opinion, what is the perfect size of bass boat for bass fishing, because I've had it all, guys. I've had everything from a 14-foot flat bottom up to a 21-foot 5-inch bass boat with a 250 on it and everything in between. I've had anything between it. I've had 9-horse motors, I've had 18-horse motors, I've had 50-horse motors, 115, 150, 175, 200s, and 250s with various lengths. So I think I'm pretty well versed on talking about what the best boat is all the way around for your money, for the fishability, efficiency, and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on that in case you're looking for a boat or want to upgrade or buy one down the road. So we'll get into that in today's episode here. Also, guys, before we get started, just a big thank you out there to everybody that's taken time to hit that subscribe button here at Intuitive Angling. Also, guys, thank you very, very much for everybody that's been using all the descriptions that I put in every video link. You guys hear me talking about all the time, but if you're one of the viewers that have used and bookmarked my Tackle Warehouse link in every video description to purchase your fishing gear, big thank you from me and my family. We really appreciate that. And one final thing, guys, if you'd like to book an on-the-water lesson with me, just go to my Facebook page, Randy Blaukat Professional Angler. Shoot me a private message for details there, and we'll get y'all set up with an on-the-water lesson. So really appreciate that. Okay, as you guys know, I'm currently running. I've got this Vexus 18-foot it's the Vexus 1980 model. It's actually 19 feet 2 inches long, or 19 feet 5 inches long, with a 150 horsepower motor on it. And I want to talk to you guys about what is the best bass boat for that. Now, for years, it's like once I started fishing professionally back in the mid 80s, the standard state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line bass boat was a 17.5 to 18 foot. Most of them were 17 feet, 10 inches long with a 150 horsepower motor on it. I still think today, to this day, that is the range that is the best bass boat. And what happened is it was probably in the mid to late 90s, there was a transition. Bassmaster changed their horsepower rule up to 250, and all of a sudden you saw these 21-foot boats popping up right and left. 21, 22-foot boats, 250 horsepower, 300 horsepowers, and all that type of stuff. And guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, from somebody that's had those boats, those big boats out there, you don't need them. That is overkill. You're actually hurting yourself in terms of the fishability of a boat, and I want to explain to you guys why. What I would suggest with this. First of all, I would not suggest, and this is just my own personal opinion, I would not suggest getting a 21-foot type boat with a 200 or 250 horsepower outboard on it. I think that the disadvantages of that boat far outweigh the advantages of it. First of all, it's going to cost you a ton more money. That's one thing. You're going to have a bigger truck to tow it. It's going to burn more gas. It's going to cost more for insurance. It's going to be harder to sell, the resale value, if it's going to be harder to sell. It's harder to start and stop because, say for example, you're working around a piece of cover, or maybe you're working your way around some boat docks. It takes more energy to get that boat moving forward, and it also takes more energy to get that boat to stop. And this is what happens a lot of times. You got these, plus you've got to have a 36 volt trolling motor with 3 batteries in it. So you get this thing going, your big 21-foot boat, and then all of a sudden you come up a little bit too fast on a dock or a piece of cover you're wanting to fish, and you reverse that motor, and then you backwash the area, and your boat just stays there for a little bit before it actually gets the momentum to move back. So you backwash all this prop wash on the cover and ruin the cover. That is a big, big deal, because when you're fishing out of a smaller boat, it's easier to stop it and it's easier to start it, because it doesn't take, I've got a 24 volt, 80-pound thrust, on my boat here. If I want to stop it, it doesn't take near the momentum or power to stop it. I'm a lot more quieter with it. Another thing with a big boat, guys, is you can't get in shallow water with it. With the boat that I got right now, this Vexus, I can get into water twice as shallow as a 21-foot boat. That is some of the biggest disadvantages to a big boat. And here's, a lot of people say, well, Randy, I like a big boat because of the storage and, it's better in rough water. Guys, this boat that I got right now, this V-hull on this Vexus right here, you can't tell. I could put you in a 21-foot glass boat and that boat right there, and you would not tell any difference in rough water. That thing is smooth as butter. It has just as much storage in it. It's just unnecessary, in my opinion, to get those big honking 21-foot fiberglass boats with a 250 on it. Okay, so what is the ideal boat then, or what you're looking for? Now, there's a lot of different, variations that you're going to have in a little bit smaller boat. You can have anywhere between like a 90 horse to 150. Number one, I think 150 horsepower is perfect. 150 horsepower, it's going to push you over 50 miles an hour. You're going to have a huge difference in your fuel efficiency. It's like you're going to save 35-40% on your fuel running a 150 versus a 250. I mean, I can run forever on that thing with it. So I like the 150. I mean, 115, not too many people run 115s, but the problem you have when you get with a 115 is you're usually downsized into a smaller boat, like a 17-footer. And with a 17-footer, you're usually losing your fuel capacity, you're losing your storage capacity, and you just don't have quite as much room in it. So for the little bit extra money, having a 150 in, I think that extra power and that extra room is well worth it overall with that. I think perfectly, in my opinion, is 18 to 19 and a half foot for your boat length with a 150 is a way to go, especially if you have a deck that has a lot of room on it. This is another thing that you really want to look for in a boat is the front deck storage. The front deck space right here. This is a big deal because the front deck space will allow you to fish 2 or 3 people up front. It shows that you have more storage with it. It makes the boat a lot more stable. And that's one of the things that's really important with a smaller boat is you want that stability when you're fishing. And if you've got a deck that is a large deck that's spread out like that, it really makes the platform a lot more stable with it. But anyway, guys, in my opinion, like I said, I have fished them all. I mean, I fished every boat out there, and get you 18 or 19 footer with a 150 on it and just call it good. I mean, it is for everything. If you list the advantages of that setup, a 19-foot boat with a 150 on it versus the advantages of a 21-footer with a 250 on it, your list is going to be a mile long compared to some of the disadvantages for the 250. And I think that we're going to start seeing a lot more people downsize to that. I think that people are tired of paying $100,000 for a bass boat. They're tired of these big honking rigs they can't get rid of. And with the new technology that's developing in bass boat design on these smaller rigs like I'm using here, it has eliminated a lot of the traditional problems with a smaller boat, because traditionally in the past, a smaller boat means you sacrifice storage and you sacrifice a smooth ride. That's not the case in like my Vexus 1980 here or a lot of other smaller downsized boats. So anyway, guys, that's my 2 cents worth. If you guys are interested, guys, I'll put the Branson West link in the description, the marine dealership I work with down in Branson West Marine. Great guys. They have a full selection of Vexus. They got Rangers down there. They got everything you need to service. They're great people to work with, so I'll link that in the description if you guys are interested. Just call down there, ask for Robbie or Jim. They get you all set up. So anyway, guys, I got mine all loaded up, going to Lake of the Ozarks tomorrow, which is like a dang washing machine out there. So it's going to be running around in that Vexus in that rough water tomorrow. Let you guys know how it goes, and appreciate you tuning in. I'll see you guys later.